Hey, ladies and gentlemen, a very funny, amusing thing happened last week. Well, what happens? It's very rare you get amusing things in real estate investment trusts, but this one is something probably take off the hat on the pedestrian. Yes, that was actually last Thursday. Digital Core REIT announced that they're going to make two acquisitions. That was actually a combination of a data center in either Dallas plus in Frankfurt, or just a minority stakes in Frankfurt data center. What's so amusing about it? Well, they're giving you, number one, two proposals. Secondly, the CEO actually mentioned, yes, in that, okay, it says that if markets cooperate with REITs, ladies and gentlemen, do stock markets ever cooperate with real estate investment trusts when it comes to raising funds? And the role of REIT managers being able to scrutinize and be aware and cognizance of market conditions before they dish out proposals to raise funds from the market so that they will not dilute their shareholders. And secondly, in the same vein, the management says that we are not going to dilute minority shareholders. But how could it be, ladies and gentlemen? The NAV of Digital Core REIT is way and above its current price. In fact, it is above by more than 20%. And in this current market conditions, for which they are going to do the deal before the end of the year, it's for sure, if you need to raise new equity from the market, it's going to be way below the current market price of 71 cents. So if that's the case, that's going to be a severe dilution. So in this video, we're going to examine further, to what extent will shareholders of Digital Core REIT be further diluted. So once again, do stay on and subscribe and smash the like button. So ladies and gentlemen, what is so funny and so amusing about this deal? Well, on closer scrutiny, it's very clear, right? I mean, they are presenting two proposals for acquisitions at a time when the market is such tumultuous. Now, shouldn't REIT managers be cognizant of market conditions before they even table out for consideration for shareholders options for acquisitions, particularly when you need to go to the market to finance your acquisitions? Now, the second amusing thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that other than relying on markets to actually cooperate with you, is the fact that you have to come to the market to raise equity. And in the same vein, you are promising to shareholders that you will not dilute unit shareholders. Yes, that's what they say in the announcement. But hey, just hang on. You don't need to be a very smart guy, right? Let me just ask you a few things. What is the NAV of Digital Core? Yes, it's 87 cents based on the last reported NAV. What's the current market price? As of yesterday, it's getting lower and lower. That's why at GCP Global, when we warn you about their prices, it's time to exit at 116 previously. Yesterday, it was at 71 cents. So the share price now is 18% below the NAV. And if you need to raise market conditions, and when do they need to raise equity to finalize the acquisition? They say by October or November. Now, even market conditions stabilizes at the current price. Now, do they and have any REIT being able to raise equity at a premium to the last done price? The answer is no. Most of them have to raise as much as new equity by offering as much discount as 10%. So in the case of Digital Core, if they come to the market offering close to 10% discount, you're looking at a further widening price of between 60 to 65 cents. This means that it is trading and will be offered at an NAV of almost 30% discount. Now, how is that therefore not diluting unit shareholders? Puzzle, right? Okay, do ask the management. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those who has been following us, you notice that we have been a highly critical of Digital Core REIT since we actually recommended a sell, after its IPO when the share price popped above 120. I think in our article, as you can see, we have advocated that number one, to learning from experiences on Animal 3, Capital DC. Most REITs in Singapore is unable to justify a below 4% dividend DPU yield. And when Capital DC, or rather Digital Core REIT, fell below 4% in the beginning of the year, when the share price popped above 120, we advised in our investment classes that, hey, it's time probably to take profits. And true enough, you can see the share price have actually been hammered so severely. In fact, Digital Core REIT has been the worst performing REIT, for this particular year. It's down 38%, underperforming most of the other not so good REITs, or what we call value traps. So once again, being prescient is very important when it comes to making your wealth and making your wealth grow steadily in real estate investment trusts. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are or want to become astute and smart, savvy REIT investors, do follow us at GCP Global. Do join us for our class on the 26th of November. That is actually where we will scrutinize for you some of the investment deals in addition to the one that we've seen for Digital Core. In fact, we'll share with you some other amusing things that we've learned from real estate investment trust this particular quarter. As you know, we have been teaching real estate investment trust for the last 33 years in our quarterly classes. So do join us for our next class on 26th November, and subscribe and smash and like our like button, so that we will bring you the latest on real estate investment trust, so that you are able to make your millions and protect your capital week after week in our YouTube videos. Subscribe and be